Jersey countryside. But the roar of monster trucks means it's time to suit up as side-by-side racing is ready to erupt next. This is Trucks and Tractor Power, featuring the all-stars of TNT's Monster Truck Challenge. Welcome to Trucks and Tractor Power on the Nashville Network. From the rolling hillside of southwestern New Jersey, we're at one of the oldest racetracks in the country. Hi, everybody. I'm Gary Lee alongside Army Armstrong. The Flemington Speedway has been around for 74 years.
And these people are used to seeing the best in motorsports. Gary Lee tonight will be no exception. They're seeing the best monster trucks, and these trucks are going to be running on an obstacle course that features 2 jumps with a very, very short shutdown area, Gary.
And of course, the biggest names in monster truck competition, including the all-new Bigfoot.
Yeah, Bigfoot's going to be here, but listen to this lineup. Carolina Crusher, the Gravedigger, all the big boys are going after him. They've loaded both barrels to put Bigfoot on the trailer tonight in New Jersey.
Monster truck competition from New Jersey coming up next. Stay with us. The sedate New Jersey countryside, but looks Army Armstrong can be deceiving. We're at the Flemington Speedway for side-by-side monster truck competition. We have concluded qualifying. We are ready for our first round matchups. Here we have the wild hair, Marvin Smith out of Arnold, Missouri, near St. Louis. He is matched up against the fast qualifier, the Gravedigger, the 1950 Chevy panel with Dennis Anderson, Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. Despite having the heaviest truck here, he was the fast qualifier.
Well, the top half of the field goes against the bottom half of the field. When the Gravedigger rolls out with both headlights on, Anderson said that means the truck is 100%. He's already shown that by qualifying quick. Let's see what's going to happen. Boy, Gravedigger's awfully smooth, Gary, but sparks underneath it, Gary.
Well, he has had a real mechanical problem throughout the season with breakage. And he may have broken something right there. Let's watch again, Army.
The run looks awfully smooth at this point. Not a whole lot of air. They go up, but when he mid-airs it, some sparks come out of the drive shaft area.
Well, as Dennis Anderson climbs out, he is looking over the damage.
The tail house is fine. I mean, it's split it so the case is leaking fluid. Oh, it's wide open. Okay, ain't no need. We can't get going now.
Well, there you hear it from Dennis Anderson. We cannot get going. Obviously, the damage to the drive shaft too severe to repair to continue on in competition this evening.
The history of the Gravedigger is exactly that. If he runs and doesn't break, he'll hammer you to the wall. But he breaks so doggone many times that has cost him over the year. We got a local boy coming out now. As a matter of fact, we got the 2 monster trucks closest to home. Mike Wine out of New Jersey goes up against Johnny K out of New York.
Don Kwasniewski, the Buffalo Tremor, the Jersey Outlaw. Johnny K got in trouble between those cars. Mike Wine takes the victory. He will advance in the Jersey Outlaw. And as we take a look at the replay, notice the real problem area here at the Flemington Speedway is the shutdown area. It is very, very short. They have to climb on the binders immediately.
Mike, we're just telling the people this is as close as you're going to get to home, and it looks like you kind of got that home court advantage going for you. It looks good tonight.
This is great. The truck's running great and everything. You know we got the new alcohol motor in it. Last week I hit the wall in Myrtle Beach. I was a little disgusted on it. We went home, did a new tranny, had to rebuild the whole front end. I'll not be home in 2 years. I'm pumped. This is fantastic.
Good luck to you. You're still in the middle of this thing.
Thank you very much. I'm going all the way for it tonight, Army.
Home sweet home for Mike Wine. Dave Wyzorek, Grand Island, Nebraska in nightlife. And here is John Moore, Lafayette, Tennessee, in a truck he calls No Problem.
Wyzorek will be driving a Chevrolet on the left of the screen. He's one of the strongest privateers on the circuit. Moore running real strong for the Ford camp.
Oh, you call it, Army. A photo finish.
Boy, that was close, and both of them were trying to back out of the throttle. Replay comes up on the screen. We're waiting for the track officials to actually let us know who the winner was.
We are being told now that Nightlife won it. Let's watch it again. There's the finish line. Nightlife indeed by what, 18 inches at most?
Yeah, if that. The finish line is the yellow and orange pole at the end of the track.
Here is Steve Wilkie in the USA 1. That's the Chevrolet. And his competition, the Carolina Crusher Gary Porter, a pair of Chevrolets.
Watch for a real quick run. Both of these drivers like to drive them out the back door. You brought out to our attention early, there's very little shutdown area here. We just might have a real problem when these guys go head-to-head.
Well, Porter likes the longer track. He takes the measure right there, climbs on the binders and gets it stopped.
Boy, that's spooky. There you go.
Look
See,
how close he is.
brakes do not work when you're bouncing 4 feet in the air. That's one thing these guys are trying to do, is to figure out how to make these chassis stick to the track. Porter did it.
And Gary Porter, one of the most popular monster truck drivers, is with Army.
Well, Gary Porter, there's no such thing as an easy round in this type of competition, is there?
It sure isn't. The competition out here with TNT is getting tougher and tougher each weekend, and you know, really the truck that I have here, you know, it's a year old, and I really, you know, feel fortunate to win a race.
Yeah, you keep saying that, but the truck keeps winning, and when it doesn't win, it runs up in the top 5 and keeps you up in, you know, in this championship point chase.
It does. You know, the truck's really surprised me this year. I had no idea that I would be doing as good as I am this year, you know, with this truck. It's the heaviest truck running the circuit, and but the truck, you know, it just seems to run a straight course. You know, it always seems to stay straight with me.
Well, Army, you talked to Gary Porter. We thought we'd let a fan ask Gary Porter a question.
I like to ask Gary Porter of the Carolina Crusher, when he hits his first set of cars, what the feeling is, if it feels like he's going to tip over or not.
Man, it really varies from track to track. You know, the feeling hitting the first set of cars. On sometimes the ramps, you know, will send you way up in the air, and sometimes it's a long, gradual ramp, and you don't get near as much air. And sometimes the truck, you know, will go to the left or to the right. You know, when it land real hard on one side or the other, and it feels like it might turn over on you. But you just have to get used to the feeling and, you know, just try to keep the truck under control and win the race.
And as Mike Wine surveys the competition, we'll take this break and come back to Flemington with round 2 competition.